Okay, so we have yet another budget entry-level phone from Redmi. Meet the Redmi 13. And here are some quick specs, yeah? It comes with a 1080 pixel display, an IP53 water and dust rating, a Helio G91 Ultra chipset, and the best part for me, a 108 megapixel main camera. So Xiaomi chose to retain the same design like the Redmi 12 of last year, but made some changes in this phone that you can consider an upgrade and a downgrade. Just give me a moment, let me explain. Now, one thing I love about Xiaomi phones is how they like to keep the designs of their phone as simple as possible. Because except you are making a gaming phone, I don't know of anybody who really cares so much about the designs of smartphones nowadays. Now, the build quality is a mixture of glass and plastic. You get a plastic frame, you have a glass back and a glass front, which isn't a bad build quality for an entry-level budget phone like the Redmi 13. And there are also different colors you can pick from, as you're seeing right now. But for me, the ocean blue has to be the best color of choice. But what I have right here is the pink color. And also, these are the prices of the versions that are available here in Nigeria, depending on the RAM space and the ROM space that you want. Now, other phones you can buy within this price point includes phones like the itel RS4, the gaming phone from itel that I just reviewed, and also the Tecno Spark 20. Now, since I still have the itel RS4 in the studio, would you want me to make a comparison video between these two phones? Just let me know in the comment section below. Now, let's talk about what is, for me, perhaps the biggest selling point of this phone, or the two biggest selling points of this phone, because they are kind of linked. I'm talking about the Helio G91 processor from MediaTek and the 108 megapixel main camera that this phone comes with. Now let's talk about the processor. So basically, the Helio G91 is an upgraded version of the Helio G88. They are both 12nm processors, but the Helio G91 can support up to a 108 megapixel camera lens, while the Helio G88 can support up to 64 megapixel camera lens. But in terms of strength, that's CPU performance and gaming performance, both processors are practically the same. So now you understand when I say it is slightly an upgrade, not really much. So at best, when it comes to performance, this phone is good for basic smartphone stuff, like making and receiving calls, browsing the internet, scrolling through social media platforms, and maybe light gaming. It is not a performance beast, and I know you are not expecting it to be. However, for a better experience when it comes to performance, I would advise you go for the 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. I know it's going to cost you more, but the truth is that you will have a better experience using it. Something else you can also do is use the memory fusion to expand the RAM power of whatever one you're getting. You can expand from 6 gigs to 12 gigs of RAM, or from 8 gigs to about 16 gigs of RAM power. So when you do any of those two things, of course, it's just going to improve your experience using this smartphone. Now, games like FC Mobile and Asphalt 9 ran smoothly, and I really enjoyed the gameplay. There was a bit of heating, but it really did not get to that point where I was worried. Yeah. Now, something else that complements the gameplay properly is the sound from the speakers. There is also a side-mounted fingerprint that is fast and responsive when you're using it to open your phone. You also get a 3.5mm headphone jack at the top if you want to connect your headphones directly to this phone. And of course, the signature Aero blaster that you can use to control your devices at home. The display is one department I didn't see any improvement from last year's Redmi 12. We still got the same 1080 pixel IPS LCD screen with 90Hz refresh rate, 6.79 inches in size, and protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Chewy. But the truth is this, even in 2024, at this price point, this is not a bad display specifications. though I would have maybe wanted 120 Hz, but the fact is that the processor that powers this phone supports up to just 90 Hz. Colors are sharp and vibrant when you're watching videos on this phone, and on YouTube you can watch videos up to 4K quality, which means you are guaranteed to enjoy high quality streaming and video content when you're watching videos either on Netflix or YouTube using the smartphone. Usage outdoors may be a bit of a struggle because it has just 550 nits at peak brightness. Now, on the software side of things, Android 14 and the newly launched HyperOS skin is what you get out of the box when you buy the Redmi 13. And honestly, this should make you happy because HyperOS boasts a significantly lighter footprint than MIUI 14. For example, it occupies just around 9 GB of the storage of your smartphone compared to MIUI 14 that can at times take up to 15 GB. So with HyperOS, you get more storage space in your phone. Now, I don't expect any further Android updates personally, but if it comes, it's fine. If it doesn't, well, no expectations here. The Redmi 13 comes out of the box with 5000 mAh battery. It supports 33 watts charging, and you actually get that 33 watts fast charger in the box. Now, it takes about 1 hour 20 minutes to get it from 0 to 100%. Now, once filled up, it can easily take you a day and even more, obviously depending on your usage. Personally, I played as Fat9 for about 1 hour on this phone and I lost around 19% battery power. So the battery management capabilities may not be top notch. Of course, you're not expecting it to be because the processor is 12 nanometer, but at least it just gives you an idea of how long the battery lasts when you're using it to play high graphics games. Now let's talk about where I actually noticed a downgrade when compared to the Redmi 12 of last year. Now, apart from the 108 megapixel main camera, there's also a 2 megapixel macro lens. But the Redmi 12 of last year actually had an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, which we don't get this time around. And honestly, ultra wide cameras are very important. But at the front, we get a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Like every good camera, with proper lighting, this phone takes very good pictures. HDR processing is also very good, but not so good when you are taking portrait pictures. Skin tones are close to accurate, and then there are a lot of details if you chose to use the 108 megapixel sensor that this phone comes with. Just know that it's going to take more space in your phone. Now, when it comes to selfies, I think they are pretty decent. They are not below expectations for a phone of this range and price, even though I would also wish it does better when it comes to HDR processing. Okay, so this is the front camera of the Redmi 13. Yeah, as usual, you don't get 2K with Redmi. The highest you get is 1080 at 30 frames per second. So it's like how it is. The video is okay. At least it's handling the lights behind me properly. Sorry, my head is very rough. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Testing this phone, scripting this video, trying to do a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah, what do you think about the video quality? I think it's nice for a budget entry level phone. It's a nice video. Yep. Can we pray? Pray fire. Good guy is praying. Yo, man. Oh. Oh boy, I'm about to dig in. This soup alone is 8,000 naira. Like, bro, if you don't enjoy your life, what do you gain, man? Now, if you need more information about the soup I just showed you, just ask me in the comment section below and I will definitely respond. Meanwhile, please like this video because it is very important to me, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this one. Let's go back to the phone. Now, the truth is this phone is mainly for people like me who spend all time, every day, just doing basic stuff on their phones. And when I'm bored, I do light gaming. But if you're someone who is into high graphics gaming like Call of Duty Mobile and the rest, then definitely the itel RS4 will be a more suitable device for you because it comes with a better processor. Yeah, but for a 200,000 naira budget, this phone gives you a lot of specifications that makes me feel it is worth every single penny. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, yeah? And also, like I said before, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch any of these two videos showing right now. I will see you in my next video.